Hi, it's Stuart Sutton at 1 Acre Plus Homes. 16330 FM 973 is in Manor, Texas, and actually is in Pflugerville School District. You can see from these aerial photos it's a beautiful piece of property. You do have access from both sides of the front of the property. As you wander to the back of the property, you see it's actually a drive-through garage. You can enter from the front or the back. And you see this tremendous view from the home, which is sitting near the top of this hill. As you look toward the house and the barn, you can see just about any view in the distance with some beautiful ponds, beautiful property on all sides of this one. Now the barn itself is very spacious. As we get a closer look at it, there's lots of storage in there. And the owner did something pretty smart. They put their solar panels on the barn instead of on the house, but it keeps electricity in the house very, very low. As a matter of fact, most of their bills are virtually zero. Let's go back to the front of the property and do a quick flyover from the front to the back. You can see there are some swells here, and these near the front are taken care of by the county. As you get further back, you note that the house again sits near the top of this slope at the back of the property. Lots of privacy, but the views are fantastic from up here near the top of this gently rolling hill. From the house, let's kind of move backward, and you can see that there's lots of space to continue to grow hay because the owner does have an ag exemption from growing hay on this property. Again, as you get near the front of the property, note the water runoff, nicely designed. And again, you do have access on both sides of this property, so you have use of a large portion of this land. We're going to do a drive up the road real quick. Now it looks like the drone is going maybe a little faster than you might if you were in a vehicle, but this old antique tractor can stay right where it is. You cross the bridge where the water tends to run under. If one of the stock ponds in other properties overflows, there's a place for that water to go. And of course, as we approach the home, I'm going to emphasize again that you have a drive-through garage, front and back, which makes it very, very easy to have multiple vehicles in and around the garage. Notice that nice covered back porch across the front of the house and the back of the house. And of course, again, this extremely generously sized barn. Now we're going to do a flyover from approximately the perimeter. It's not exact, of course, but you can see there's a secure gated entrance to the property. And you can't quite see it, but on this side of the property, there's also a gated access. So you can access the property from either side. As we get farther to the back, you notice that sizable pond. The owner has actually caught more than his share of bass out of that pond. And you can see from here, even though the drone is a little higher, of course, than where the house sits, you've got some wonderful views from the house across this property. And you're probably familiar with how easy it would be to get to the airport from here, to the new Samsung in Taylor from here, and actually just about anywhere. The entire 12¼ acres is fenced, by the way. That's a large expense out of the way. Again, this is about 12¼ acres in Manor and in Pflugerville School District. I'm Stuart Sutton. Call, text, or email if we can help in any way.